You ever notice how there's some people who are always fucking loud, always moving around, always talking, always trying to get your attention? They may not even be trying to get your attention, but they're always doing shit to get a response out of people. And then, have you ever noticed how there's some people, they don't say shit. They don't do anything to get your attention. They stay chill, they stay quiet, they stay to themselves. They don't cause a ripple in the water, nothing. There's a reason. There's a reason for both of them. Now, let me drop it on you. It's not 100%, but it's about like 85, 90%. I'll start off with the loud people. There's a reason why many people who are loud and always doing shit, boisterous people, there's a reason why most of them do it. The reason is because, if I'm going to be raw, some people say, oh, if I'm going to be honest, you should always be honest. If I'm going to be raw, no cooking, no seasoning on it, just giving it to you raw, it's because usually they don't have anything underneath. They do, but they don't think that they do. They don't feel that they do. And so they have to do anything possible to project that there's someone of value, to project that there's someone you should pay attention to, instead of writing them off and never thinking about them ever again. Now think about this. A lot of people don't realize this. Time is the most precious thing we have. And so it's something you can't get back. It's also something you can't save. Time and attention, they're related. You can't save your attention and then use it all on something else. Your attention and time is being spent right now, right this second, every second as we go. Your attention and your time is being spent. So it's precious, it's valuable. So that's why the expression pay attention, it's literally you're paying time to even right now, thank you very much, but right now you're paying me on a certain level of attention. You're expending your time and your attention with me. I appreciate that. And vice versa. But here's the thing. Loud people, boisterous people, and there's some people who are just naturally like outward, extroverts. I'm not really talking about them. But you know it when you see it. You can tell when you feel it. You smell it in the fucking air like, oh, here come this motherfucker. And they just come in, and it's not that they're bouncy and happy. It's not that they come in loud or that they're shocking. But like I say, they're doing something to get a reaction out of people because that's what they want, because that gives them a dopamine hit. But really, really where it's coming from is because they don't feel that they have anything on the inside that you would give a fuck about. That's real. That's just being raw with you. Many times, the people who are projecting outward in a certain way, it's because they are feeling hollow. They've never truly been validated on the inside. But now let's flip this. Many people who are often very rich on the inside, or much richer than you would think. Put it like that. They are much richer than you would think. You sitting over there looking at them like, look at this weirdo. They never say nothing. They never stand out. They always kind of want to just blend in. They must not be worth anything. Many alpha males fall for that. Alpha and beta males, they fall for that. They think like, oh, look at this person. They're not trying to get the glory. They must not be worth anything. And then come to find out this motherfucker was, woo! So it goes like that sometimes too. Many times people who are confident of themselves internally, they get internal validation. They have a certain sense of who they are and what they can provide internally on the inside. They may be unconfident on the outside, may not think they're pretty, may not think that they're accepted, whatever. But on the inside, almost supremely confident. Ironically, more confident in themselves than that person who has to project themselves outward. Funny, ain't it? I'm gonna smoke on that one. I never thought about that before. The person who is actually usually the quietest, most chill, most internal, many times is actually the most confident person, as opposed to the person who feels like they would die a slow, agonizing death if they couldn't do something to get your reaction. You know these people. Or some of you are these people. So this is what I'm saying, just to bring it around. Because I'm not painting I'm not trying to paint a good or a bad picture of either or. But it's interesting that, like I say, many of the people that perform, I'll give you a personal example. Go back to high school. Ooh, shit. He went back to high school, y'all. That's Stone Ages. So, and I've told different people this. I've told my kid this. This was something I didn't notice at the time was like such a pivotal thing. But it actually is. So I'll share it with you. So in high school, senior year, I was doing some acting. This was acting in the school. So it was like the big school play coming up, and it was a musical. I don't really fuck with musicals as a person, but for some reason I was in a musical. So it's high school, and I can sing pretty decent. I'm pretty decent. I'm not a professional, but I can do a little bit. But I can drop a few panties. Anyway, so high school musical, big play. I get cast to be the lead. Because the role that was going down, I could sing the part. I could sing the part very well. Like, I had a nice voice, especially for high school. Like, if I really was going forward, like, it's like, oh, who's that dude right there? Yeah, like, let him sing it. So, the teacher, she picked me. But I ultimately lost the role because it was a stage performance. It's a musical. And there was this other dude, never had no hate for him. He was actually pretty cool dude, what I knew of him. He was a performing ass motherfucker. Performing, constantly just performing and doing some little moves and just doing something and people would look and then me being a Sigma male because everybody is looking. I couldn't look. You know what I'm saying? I don't do just what every other people do. That's to connect with me. So I appreciated what he was doing. You know, he was performing like, and it was just, I could tell it was naturally in him. It wasn't him trying to get people's attention. But what it was that the teacher ultimately decided, like, look, this dude can sing. He can sing the part. I would pick him for singing it. This dude can perform the part. And she ultimately went with someone who could perform it. And so what I'm getting to is that I was internally confident in my singing ability. I was confident. You know, you would kind of have to be to get up in front of your fucking high school peers and sing. Are you fucking crazy? So I was confident of my singing skills internally. I was confident. My performing skills, I wasn't really confident of it. Not then. I wasn't confident of it. Whereas my man, singing, he was about a C-, maybe a D+. He was about a C-. Performing, I would hire him in a fucking production. You know what I'm saying? I would hire him for some of my shit to this day. So this is what I'm saying. Like, I'm not painting a good or a bad picture of either side. It's kind of a balance is what it is. And it's not 100%. Some people break the mold a little bit. I'm a Sigma male, so I can be very introverted, and then I can be very extroverted. Me doing this video is a little bit of the extroverted shit. I ain't got to talk to y'all, and y'all ain't got to listen. But, you know, I'm sharing with you as if you were a friend, and hopefully you're listening and responding as if you were a friend. But my point being is like, it's not 100%, but do the math. Do the math. Go check in different people you know in your life. Go check yourself. Look through some of your history. Many of the people that were kind of quiet and chill. Now, some people do have certain disabilities. Some people do have certain obstacles, maybe with socializing or being in certain environments. They might have had certain history. I don't know. But what I'm saying is if you do the math just a little bit in your life and the people you know and in your own history. Many of the people who are very boisterous in a type of way that's like, no, why you always starting shit? Why you always trying to get somebody's attention? Why you this and that, blah, 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 blah. You sit them down. Don't give them no toys. Don't give them, like, no stimulation. Just let them sit and simmer in their own thoughts. Man, they fucking melt. They self-destruct. They bust out crying or, you know, be a call for help or some shit. And different other people, that quiet person, that internal person, you put them up on stage or you put them up in front of a bunch of people and tell them to do some shit that's not real to them, they would probably explode. They'd probably become murderous and kill the whole, turn into Carrie and shit. Gen X, baby. But if you had a conversation with them. If you got cool with them, you know what I'm saying, where they open up to you and you open up to them, and then it would be like this fucking world where you like, damn, I didn't know this is you. I didn't know you was like this. So it's a power and it's a strength and a weakness in both. But I'm just saying, if you go about your life, check it out. Tell me if I'm wrong. Put in the comments if you're one of these people, if you know some of these people. I gave you a personal story. Like I said, to this day, I get it. Like, I didn't get it then, but I get it now. My man was a performing ass motherfucker. He should play the lead. And he did a good job too. But I also was a better singer than him. So it would be understandable in a musical. You don't want your lead to sound like shit. But you also don't want a nervous, half self-conscious lead performing. So, I'm a Sigma male, we all got our strengths, we all got our weaknesses. Stop playing games out here. Anyway, it's your boy with another little life story, life advice, whatever. But I'll holler at you.